This is where the fun begins.
What's up, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're doing well, and it seems that The Mandalorian Season 4 may be happening after The Mandalorian and Grogu movie in 2026. It seems that it has recently gotten a new promising update and a release report as an overall update for The Mandalorian Season 4 existing and being in development, having those conversations for another, especially after months at this point, talking about here on the channel of how unfortunately it just doesn't seem that The Mandalorian Season 4 is going to be a project to be happening anytime soon, which we here on the channel have always thought that to be something very ridiculous and very dumb, if for anything, from Lucasfilm's standpoint. I mean, come on, The Mandalorian, Baby Yoda, Grogu, come on, it's so much money to be made right there, Disney, and so much more of a story to be told as well, which is truly, really what is more so important at the end of the day. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we'd be anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost daily. There is a lot of Star Wars news and stuff going around. It can be a lot to keep track of. It's exactly why we are here. Not just to keep you guys updated with everything, but also break it down for you guys and get a better understanding. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. Okay, so in this video, we are going to be taking a quick read from the Direct's article as an overall garnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. The Mandalorian Season 4 not be as dead as fans once thought it to be, especially as I had recently just said in our prologue here that we've been discussing here on the channel for the last couple of months. It seems that this was kind of like it for The Mandalorian, and that The Mandalorian and Grogu movie would be kind of it for the Mandalorian franchise, but other shows within the Mandoverse like The Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka would continue on, and if for anything actually feature and continue to feature Mando and Grogu. Over a year and a half have passed since The Mandalorian's last season hit Disney Plus, and Season 4 has recently just got a promising release update. The Mandalorian Season 4's fate was uncertain when Lucasfilm announced The Mandalorian and Grogu as a theatrical release set for May 22nd of 2026, directed and written by the show's creator, Jon Favreau. So, according to a report from the Insider, an industry insider and scooper, The Mandalorian Season 4 may not be as dead as we once thought at Disney Plus. He noted that the follow-up remains in development for streaming, but The Mandalorian and Grogu movie, of course, will arrive first in theaters. The Insider's claim contradicts a report from The Hollywood Reporter in October of this year, which had indicated that Disney decided to pivot to The Mandalorian and Grogu instead of a fourth season, evidently at the end of the day. And that in January of 2024, The Hollywood Reporter had also offered a discouraging update on The Mandalorian Season 4, stating as of to how plans had shifted to prioritize the movie during the 2023 Hollywood strikes, even though that the scripts had already been written before then, and the scripts were something that were confirmed to have been written. The story was something confirmed to have been written from Jon Favreau when The Mandalorian Season 3 was still kind of coming out, like back in 2023 actually. So, this here all being said, will The Mandalorian Season 4 ever happen, and if so, when will it release, and what's even going to go on in it? Well, for one, seeing as to the report indicates and claims that The Mandalorian Season 4 would come out after The Mandalorian and Grogu movie in 2026, it's probably better to come out in sometime at late of 2026, early 2027 even. Honestly, being realistic, I would say mid-2027, like sometime in the summer of 2027, if for anything is when we could see it. And they'd have to begin like filming and production on the fourth season rather sooner rather than later, like before The Mandalorian and Grogu movie comes out in theaters. The Mandalorian Season 4 appears to be on the back burner at Disney, if for anything, and with Lucasfilm as well, with the focus locked in on The Mandalorian and Grogu movie until that movie comes to theaters. Now that the production has also wrapped, it kind of frees up some hands for some people that had worked onto the crew and cast side of things to kind of take a chill pill for one, regroup, and come back and hit them with The Mandalorian Season 4. The future of Din Djarin and his Baby Yoda companion, Grogu, beyond the theatrical outing may not be decided until after their big screen debut releases, if for another, and that Disney would want to see how this kind of movie would truly actually perform before continuing on with more stories. Like, if this movie does really good, then they might want to do a whole Mandalorian trilogy, actually. Suppose Star Wars' long-awaited return to theaters becomes a box office juggernaut and grosses huge numbers. In that case, fans should expect Disney to prioritize continuing that story in sequels and leave the Disney Plus series kind of behind for the time being and do movies, like a whole trilogy of Mandalorian movies, instead of going back to the streaming service, essentially, for quite some time. But should The Mandalorian and Grogu disappoint it for anything at the box office, which I highly doubt, Lucasfilm would presumably take the titular leads back to where they began and found success on Disney Plus, pushing forward with Season 4, or it could be a mix of both. A mix of both, I think, if for anything, would be better. It kind of just leaves the numbers out of it, and really, if for anything, goes better hand in hand with the actual storytelling itself. The Mandoverse has always been on home of Disney Plus, and so I think it should always kind of remain there, but branching out and having movies of some of these characters also isn't a bad thing at the end of the day as well. Maybe introducing or having something like having shows to fill in some of the gaps in between the movies, like seasons that fill in the gaps in between the movies, similar to with what the Clone Wars animated show did with Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, a very similar story there as well. It's unclear whether the story being told in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie is the same one that was once planned with the Season 4 scripts as well, or if this would mark a brand new story from Jon Favreau that could be set before those episodes. I think that it's something that would definitely imply in the actual movie itself. Like, there's just too much story to be told all in a Season 4, like too much runtime. In comparison, a whole season is worth 8 hours or so, while the movie will probably only be around 2 hours. Well, of course, let me know what you guys are all thinking in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an unofficial Star Wars. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well. I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Also, leave a like on the video, as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure you also check out our merch shop. Use our codes Ahsoka in all caps to get some cash off of your orders. I also have some Amazon affiliate links in the description down below, so if you're looking to buy something from Amazon, whether it's a gift or something for yourself, check out our available links in the description down below. It helps out the channel at no additional cost of yourself and really means a lot. I'll continue to keep those links updated, so they're always changing, so make sure you check them out for what new products we may have available. With whatever way you decide to support the channel, whether it's simply watching today's video or even purchasing a product, it means the absolute world to me. So thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.
Goodbye, old friend. May the Force be with you.